Hello, my name's Ding. Today I'm just going to do a quick rundown about playing Arma 3 on a low to mid-tier gaming system. I use an i5 4460, GTX 960 2GB edition. I run 8 gigs of system RAM and I'm using this all on an LG ultrawide monitor. That was a poor purchase in retrospect, but I was fairly naive coming into PC gaming a year ago. But yeah, anyway, I picked up Arma 3 in the recent Humble Bundle, and I've been playing it for a few hours. It's been a decent experience so far. However, when I've been looking up YouTube videos regarding performance, I always see people in the comments with system specs that are similar to my own, or even higher, asking if they're going to be able to play it okay, because a lot of people are running on i7s or whatnot. And so yeah, this is going to be a quick rundown on how my PC performs with it, and hopefully it'll help you out. Obviously this is it's going to be in the 2560 by 1080 resolution.
So the first image here is what I normally sort of play at. If not, the overall visibility is a bit higher, as there's a good bit of wiggle room for me here to play with. As you can see, the top right corner, the FPS is 96. My monitor is only 60Hz, so it doesn't matter all that too much. This negates the frame drops and stuff affecting performance too much. So you see the visibility, all set to low, and it doesn't really need to be too high. The game looks pretty good anyway, and it's just taking up resources really. All of the quality settings are set to low except for shadows, as anything below high I believe ends up causing the CPU to render and process the shadows rather than GPU, which end up causing the frame rate to drop even more, which is kind of weird, but yeah. And all the lighting is set to low and the water reflection is disabled. Okay, so as you can see from the second image here, I've turned the shadow visibility to the max that I can. Obviously the overall is only 1984, so the shadow visibility is capped by that. But as you can see, it's dropped the FPS by over 10 frames in a standing position. Like, I'm not even moving the camera around. So I was just showing you how that affects it, but yeah. Okay, so in this third image, I've bumped the overall visibility up to about 2/3 and the object even higher there. And as you can see, it's dropped the FPS to about 70 in the same standing position. So what's going to happen now is when you're playing, you're going to see drops below that 60 in the single player environment. It just depends on how much you can deal with that, but it's not going to be terrible, and if you can deal with it, then good, yeah, fine. You're going to be able to see further, it's good. Okay, so in this fourth image here, we've moved into a multiplayer environment. It's also one of the jet fighting games, so I am in the sky right now, which will be affecting my FPS, but that's not really the overall story I'm trying to tell here with this video. You see it's 78, it's not bad, and the visibility has been changed. This is because when you join multiplayer games, the graphic settings tends to be set to what's on the server side. They'll make settings, but you can usually edit these again. It's not too much hassle anyway. But yeah, 78, playable, it's good, runs nice and smooth, no problem. Okay, and here in the same multiplayer game, I've got much closer to the ground to negate the FPS impact that I said the last image had, where I was getting much higher FPS in that last image just because I was, not rendering things on the ground. But yeah, here, 60 there, and just before this, I did get quite a big stutter down to 40, but that's because I was, flying right over a city, and you're gonna expect these when playing this game, especially if you're running a similar spec system or lower. But it's absolutely playable and fun. You're not gonna have a hard time with those kind of things. So yeah, it's good.
So these images I'm using really just to help tell you that your system is going to be able to run this. It's going to be able to run okay. You're going to be able to play it and have a good time. Unless, if 60 FPS is a big thing for you, you're going to struggle, especially in multiplayer. Because when playing in multiplayer, I'm really getting about a constant 50 FPS is really my average when moving around, when things are moving on the screen, explosions, lots of people playing. About 50 FPS is my average, and that's with a few mods. So I don't know if you want to play with more, it's going to be a bit lower. None, a little bit higher, not great. You'll have a few stutters in multiplayer, but it's going to be okay. And in single player, it's just it's buttery smooth. It's great. Okay, a very important thing you should note, however, is I am using an SSD. I have used a HDD, and well, when I was using it, I was getting around about an average of 5 to 10 less frames and a lot more stuttering. It's still playable, absolutely. Don't take that. But when I was saying single player is buttery, but not quite. And multiplayer, rather than being at 50, I was sitting at 40, and I was getting drops. But It's playable. I mean, this game's playable at 30 FPS in multiplayer. Yeah, there's a couple of game modes where you need to be a bit more twitchy, but really, a tactical sim, 30 FPS is fine. Especially, vehicle combat, it's not a problem. And if you're, lower spec system, it should be fine not to need 60 FPS, But you can get there, like the images I'm showing you, and from my experience, you can get there. So as a gamer who's got mid to lower spec game PC, it's fine. You can get this game and you're going to be able to enjoy it, because this is something that I would have liked to be able to see. That's why I'm doing this video. It's my first video. That's why the quality is not great. It's why it's images, not videos, because I just want to put it together quite quickly and just get it out there to help other people out. Because it's the help I would have liked to have seen. Because you're going to be able to get decent frames, decent game, decent distances, a lot of fun. So yeah. So I've been David, Ding, whatever, and have a nice day.